like to welcome all my replay viewers, enjoy. Always better to be here live. But if you're watching on replay, enjoy. Hello, people. It is windy and very cold here in New York City tonight. There's your Empire State Building in red, black, and green for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Hello, everybody. Welcome, people. I hope you can hear me. It is absolutely freezing. Hello, Primo Tech. Hello, people. Absolutely freezing and windy. I've got 19 degrees minus 7 Celsius. Hello, people. 2 hands on the phone. Hello, Sacramento. Very windy. Hello, Marissa. How are you? Thank you, Misha, for sharing. There you go. Yeah, get to the chopper would be great today. It's very windy. I am outside. Yes, outside. Hello. Thank you for inviting. Very windy today. Hola, hola. Hello. Suits, you're a Suits fan. I'm not going to flap there. Thank you, Billy, for inviting. Hello, Maryland. I'm good, but I'm freezing cold, people. There's your New York City. Let me see if I can get you closer view. There we go. Beautiful close view. There you go, people. There's your... You can hear the wind. For sure you can hear the wind. For sure you can hear the wind. I'm glad you're here for my scope. Hola. I need a bow. I need a bow. Hilarious. I do. Hola, Argentina. Hola. Almost time indeed. I will stay outside until the lights go off. I am freezing. Thank you, Regina, for inviting. UK, well, I show New York all the time. Everybody knew. Click on the number on the bottom right. Click on my name. Follow me on here. Follow me on Twitter at RonWaxman. I was in Fort Lauderdale last week. I scoped. Sound is muffled. How's that? Is that better? It's very windy. Privyet, Russia. Privyet. Carmen. That's New York City. Ruido. See a lot of wind. I'm being out in the cold. There you go. I have a troll. I can't block him, unfortunately. It's cold. It is 19 degrees without the wind chill, minus 7 Celsius. You were just watching the scope that got taken off. Thank you. I'll discuss that when I go inside, people. I will discuss that when I go inside. There is your Empire State Building, people. Whoa, windy as all hell tonight. Very, very, very windy. I've got both hands on the phone wearing my smart gloves. Thank you, people. It's very cold. I'll go inside once the lights go off. Once the lights go off. Burr indeed. Burr indeed. En español es muy frío. Menos 7 Celsius. Burr indeed. Very, very, very cold and windy. I care, exactly. It is bone-chillingly cold. My pleasure. 1 minute. Okay, good. Hopefully I can last. Hello again. Round 2 indeed. Thank you for saying I've been a gentleman the whole time. I know I have. Thank you. There you go. I will have to block that gentleman on replay. Well, I'm loosely calling him a gentleman. Australia's having a heat wave. I will go inside after the lights go out. Thank you, John, for inviting. Thank you, John. With a big heart. Thank you very much, people. By the way, the Empire State Building lights are for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I'm wearing a parka. I'm wearing my Canada Goose coat. Bonjour, Paris. Hot chocolate would be great. I am being very careful. Hello, Cincinnati. Must be cold there, too. Hola. I am good, thank you. Hello, London. There's Boop Fashionista. Everybody follow Boop Fashionista, #1 scoper in the UK, and she doesn't scam the trending list. Hello, Black Butterfly. No entiendo, sorry. Beautiful colors indeed. Hello, everyone. You can feel the cold, yes. Thank you. Lights going off, people. Lights going off on the Empire State Building right now. The lights are going off. Harvey Specter indeed. Hello, Kazakhstan. Richmond's cold. Atlanta, Martin Luther King Day, wonderful. Yeah, no, those are the colors for Martin Luther King Day, and there they go. They're off. Lights are off, people. So let me show you the moon. I have an amazing moon for you tonight. I have an amazing moon. Thank you for wishing me Texas. Thank you. Look at that moon, people. I'm not wearing a pom-pom. There is your moon. Breakfast in bed for Boop. I'm going to go inside. There is your moon over. That is right there. The El Dorado, designed by Emery Roth, who also designed the San Remo. Michael J. Fox and Alec Baldwin have lived there. Singapore, thank you. Privyet. Not full moon. Not a full moon. There you go. The moon of dreams. All right, we're going inside. Stay with me, people. We are now going inside. It is absolutely frigid. Stay with me. I'm going inside. Applebee's. Hilarious. All right, going inside, people. Going inside. Don't worry. I'll still be able to show you the sights. Going inside. Hold on. Freezing. Yes, he froze. Okay. You're old. There you go, people. There's your view. I'm now inside. I did make it. Privyet, Russia. Privyet. There you go, people. Very, very cold. Welcome to my scopes. Hope I still kept my signal. And there's your view. I am now inside. My extremities are frozen. My face is frozen. And I'm now warming up for you. Hello, everybody. Hello, dedicated scoper. Thank you. Boop, it's freezing here. Yeah, that's some snow here. Got some snow, remnants, some snow. We had some snow a couple of days ago. You're correct. Winnipeg is even colder. You've been MIA. Well, glad you're here. And there you go, everybody. Bad connection, really. Hopefully the connection will come back. Yes, New York and Skyline fabulous. It's frozen. Okay, hold on. It'll come back. The signal should come back. I should have a good signal. Good morning, 3 degrees Chicago. There you go. You're warm at last. Good. I'm back. I'm inside. It shouldn't be frozen. I did a whole scope from here before. I did an entire scope from here before. Hopefully it's fine. The sound, okay, that I can fix. The sound I can fix. There you go. Snowed in Cleveland. No, we didn't have snow. We had snow yesterday. Very cold in the UK. And my phones are getting warm. There you go. Put the man in Manhattan. Hilarious. No, it snowed yesterday. It snowed yesterday. Thank you, Larry, for telling me. Hopefully it's good. I scoped from here before. Don't feel bad for me, Rock, Paper, Gucci. Do not feel bad. I'm muffled. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Is that better? Hello. My feed keeps cutting in and out. Sorry to hear that. Sound is muffled. Okay, well, I moved the mic. Hello, Gail. Cold snowman to a toasty marshmallow. Indeed, Vivula. 3 degrees in Chicago. Wow. Okay, it's better now. Good. There's your skyline, people. Hello, Veda. Hope you enjoyed Summit. Okay, better now. Thank you, Apple Snapple, for sharing. Thank you for sharing. There's your New York City skyline. Hello. I'm back. Okay, good. Keeps going in and out. Thank you, Boop, for the update. Sabaros is terrible. I love New York, too. Everybody new. Click on the number on the bottom right. Follow me on here. Follow me on Twitter, at RonWaxman. Hello, Jacqueline. St. Louis, yes, the crossroads of the world. Welcome. I am inside. I started the scope outside, froze, and came inside, people. I am on the Wi-Fi. It's going great in the Big Apple. Shalom. Okay, glad it's good now. Sorry, I lost about 1/3 of the viewers. I am great, Larry. How are you? You're in a warm bed. I envy you. Snow in Cleveland. Wow. Mid-60s in Arizona. Terrific. So people, in between my two scopes, I wrote a letter to Periscope because they took down my scopes from yesterday, so I wrote them a letter. Yes, I wrote the letter. Thank you for asking, Misha. I wrote them a letter. Okay, the volume's better. Glad to hear. Glad to hear we're good now. At dinner, I had ham, raclette, mustard, and cornichon sandwich on a baguette, and I had some tomato Fiorentina soup to start. I'm on the roof deck of my apartment. I started the scope outside. I'm now inside of my building. Sinatra, fabulous. -1, cold. No, I'm colder. Everybody follows Samuel Yed Puppy, amazing scoper in Scotland. Sorry to hear the signal is iffy. Sorry to crash. Beautiful indeed. Wow, Boop. Wow. There you go, people. There's your New York City. Wow, Winnipeg. Freezing. Freezing. There's your New York City, everybody. Yes, Glenn Fry passed away. Yes, he did. It went black. Wow. Yes, your New York City fix. Here you go. What did I do today? I did some work. I did some good work. Glitches, sorry to hear. It could be my Wi-Fi. I had Wi-Fi, very good signal on my previous scope. My Wi-Fi must be acting up. Sorry to hear it crashed. You got bumped out? Glad you're back, Deborah. Glad you're back. Let me say a quick hello, people. Let me say a quick hello. 5 a.m. scope. Yeah, they took it off. Scope. There you go, everybody. My hair was actually pretty good till I put on my hat. Delayed chat, a minute behind. Thank you for saying I'm the best. Yes, I did have a good MLK Jr. day. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome. There you go, people. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Hello. Hello, Rob. Good to see you, Rob. Let's go back and look at the city. They removed my scope. I guess they didn't like the content. Hello, Sarah. I've lived in New York full-time since 1988. I went to college here, so getting used to it was very easy. Good morning. Thank you for saying looking good. Privyet, Russia. Welcome to my scope. Privyet. There's your New York City. Oy vey, hilarious. Hello. Hello. No, I don't have Trump hair. No, I'm not doing a 4-minute scope. MLK was indeed the man. All my scopes from last night were removed. Strongly worded email. Privyet, Russia. I know you're not in Russia, Vila. Yes, Canada, my home country. I do have healthy hair. I did not dislocate my fingertip. Lots of good restaurants in New York City. I have lots I like. Why did they remove? I guess they didn't like the content. I talked, yes, Enrique, unbelievable. They removed it. There you go, people. They removed my scope from last night. The Vatican, hello. The job to monitor is no sex, way too cold for sex on the roof. Viche, yes, healthy haters indeed, people. Last night I did a scope about the trending list. I discussed the trending list. We had a very intelligent scope about it, and they guess they didn't like what I said, so they took. I don't know what they didn't like. I guess they didn't watch the scope. I'm convinced they didn't watch the scope. Because if they watched the scope, they would have seen the comments, they would have seen the interaction. It was a very adult scope. Thank you for saying you're behind me. I am feeling cold. I didn't do anything offensive last night on my scopes. I never do anything offensive. A couple of nights ago, I said an insult to somebody, and I apologized the very next night. Sorry to hear that, Mark. I'll try and fix it. Okay, is that better? It was a very intelligent and open conversation. It was fine, Cherry. It was absolutely fine. Thank you for saying that, Enrique. Thank you for supporting me, people. I appreciate that. It was not a technical issue. My scopes were taken down. That was not a technical issue. Exactly, Nigel. I did not get stupid. No, I didn't write a 10-page letter. Exactly, Deborah. Always intelligent. I have the best followers on Periscope. We always have. I always tell the truth. Yeah, I apologize, yes, on my scope, yes. Of course I visited London. I'll be going back in February. You love my rants. Hilarious. Thanks, Mark, for telling me. No, I've scoped the Pope. He waved to us on Periscope. Yes, you can watch all my scopes on Catch, katch.me/RonWaxman. Trip, because the scammers are upset that I call them out. So I call out the scammers, and I even wrote I wrote a letter to Periscope just about the scammers. Yeah, I'm on the Periscope FBI list, exactly. Sweden, hello. You're mad, Allison, hilarious. I'm glad the signal's better, people. By the way, everybody new, click on the number on the bottom right. Exactly, exactly, Kylo. Exactly, Kylo. I don't know if they're in on the scam, but if they want to condone it, that's fine, but they shouldn't be stopping us from talking about it. Exactly, it took down my replay. Yes, another scam on me by the scammers, exactly. The Pope, you don't like the Pope? You don't understand? I'm sorry you don't understand. Yes, I got a warning, and I took it seriously. Exactly, they should target the scammers. The scammers do come watch my scopes, although Orion blocked me today on Periscope and on Twitter. I don't hate on anybody. I love people. I call out people who scam. I used to call out the scammers on the most loved list also, and they know there were abuses on the most loved list, and now there's abuses of the trending list. Yes, Orion blocked me. They'll eventually want to take people's money, Ali. I just got one warning yesterday. Look, I actually said something I should. I never troll anybody. I never troll anybody's scopes. I agree with you, Kylo. I agree. And I tell my viewers never to troll anyone's scopes. I do love the Pope, and I'm a Jewish atheist. I don't think anyone should troll. Mo will not be back on Periscope. Thank you very much, John. Oh, you want me to explain the scammers? Okay, I will explain the scammers. Someone asked me to explain the scammers. I will gladly explain. So, there are 5 people. As far as I can tell, there's 5 people involved. Okay, the 5 people are Chantal TV, Orion, by Mr. Matthews, Reese's, Reessees, and Hal Sherman. Hal Sherman does not scope, but he participates in the scam to invite followers to the scam scopes. So what has happened? Okay, so what has happened is they do their scopes. When I started mentioning they were doing scopes lasting about 4 minutes long, they expanded it. Now their scopes run between 4 and 9 minutes. Only one of them scoped yesterday. Yes, Hal Sherman. Only one of them. Hal Sherman does not scope. So yes, I do know why, Mo, but I'm not going to discuss it. So Hal Sherman, not Hal Sherman. So the only one who scoped yesterday was by Mr. Matthews, and he did an 8.5-minute scope. And within the first 20, 30 seconds, both Chantal TV and Hal Sherman invited to the scope. So they get, yes, exactly. So what happens is they start their scope, people invite, numbers of people, good morning. Numbers of people rush right in, okay? And then they do a short scope and they log off while people are still rushing in without even doing really anything about a scope other than saying hello to people. And those scopes show large viewership numbers for the time they're on and very high retention rates, so it gets them on the trending list. And I think it's very disrespectful to your followers to invite them to a scope that you know is just a scam for numbers. Of course it's disgusting. I agree it's disgusting. I've written a letter to Periscope about this. Periscope has chosen to take a scam pyramid. Exactly. Good morning. And so Periscope has chosen to take exception with me. Okay? And I'm not bashing anyone. I'm speaking the truth. I'm not bashing anyone. I'm speaking the truth. Exactly, Nigel. These people are actually used to be quality scopers. They do ask for tips. Exactly. You can do a scope for as long as you want. Of course you can. I've done short scopes. I've done long scopes. But don't do scopes just intended to get you on the trending list, and don't have people invite to those scopes just to drive the numbers up. I invite to scopes that I think are good scopes. I don't invite to a scope within the first 10 seconds. I don't schedule with people. Like, if someone says to me, I'm going to scope, I don't come on and invite people in the first 10 seconds. There are probably a lot of bad scammers because I've watched their scopes and other people have noticed it too. I invite you to watch their scopes. I'm talking about the scammers. Yes, I am, Rania. Rania, my scopes were taken down from last night. They're all in cahoots, correct. Ciao, Danny. Ciao, Danny. I'm inside, by the way, people, because it's freezing outside. It's absolutely freezing. Thank you very much for saying that, Nigel. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct. I guess they didn't like the content. Okay, so Scoper, if you're on the trending list, you get a lot of new followers. So people want to be on the trending list, so they get a lot of shrimp scampies. Exactly. People want to be on the trending list to get a lot of new followers. Yes, you can turn the scopes off. I don't know if Periscope's another scam. I'm not alleging that. Trump indeed. I can't believe my scopes were taken down either. Thank you, Jeff. Everybody follow Jeff Goldberg. Jeff Goldberg also had a scope taken down last week. Yes, they do block. Yes, Danny. Danny, my 3 scopes were taken down from last night. Jeff Goldberg did a send-up of shower scopes last week, and it was taken down. But the interaction doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter. Thank you for witnessing. Yes, they blocked you. Exactly, Trip. I don't know if there will be ads to watch scopes. Hello. I'm not going to talk about what's up with Mo. I'm not going to talk about it. Thank you, Vival. I appreciate that. Jeff's shower scope was taken down, absolutely. Oh, I'm sure she does have a fake account. I don't care. I don't care if she has a fake account. Yeah, Jeff had his scope taken down last week. He did a hilarious send-up scope of the shower scopes. There are scammers all over the world. Yes, Danny, you heard it well. That was a very funny scope of Jeff's. Very, very funny scope. Jeff is a world-class scope. It's a very funny scope. And they took it down. No. It was a send up of a shower scope. Jeff showed basically a shower for a few minutes and then came out of his room dressed up as a woman, fully clothed, playing with his breasts, fake breasts. It was clothed. It was very funny. It was satirical, exactly. It was very, 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 very funny scope, and Periscope took it down. And he found out Periscope took it down because he sent me a link to watch it, and I told him it was taken down. I'm on my roof deck on the Upper East Side of New York City. Yes, Twitter does own Periscope. There was absolutely no reason to take it down. It got put back up. The problem is I didn't find out my scopes were taken down until just an hour or so ago. Hello, Jay. So there's your New York City, everyone. I agree. We don't bully. There's no bullying going on in my scopes. Nobody bullies on my scopes. We have a great time on my scopes. Hello, sweet babe. I don't countenance bullying. Bullying is unacceptable. I would never support bullying behavior. Oh, thank you. Exactly, sleep scopes, exactly. They're making me out to be the bad guy because the scammers complained about me to Periscope. What is a share fairy? Chantal, who calls herself the share fairy. No, I didn't even know they took down my scope. Don McLean did get arrested. Yes, it's okay that you're late. It's good that you're here, Jay. Of course this is stupid, Rob. Of course. It does work. They gave them the trending list, and they've been on and off the trending list for like 4 weeks. Yeah, don't follow bullies. Awareness, exactly. We have love, sex, and rock and roll, exactly. Jeff's scope was hilarious. They don't take down people doing drugs. Took me to fit, well, thank you for saying I'm the best. I appreciate that. I'm not hating. I don't hate on anybody. I just call out the scammers. Yes, first time my scopes have been taken down that I know of. Yes, first time. I think it could be because I attacked Hal Sherman, and Hal Sherman is a favorite son of Periscope. You hate getting blocked? Well, Orion blocked me, even though I don't go on his scopes, and I never troll. Trending list is flawed. You can follow whoever you want. I don't tell people who they shouldn't follow. 20 below in your apartments. But what's going on here? I'm showing New York City Skyline, but I'm inside because it's very cold. Hilarious about the choice. Yes, Orion blocked me. Thank you, Rania, for inviting. How do I know he blocked me? Because I checked. Hilarious, Jeff. Hilarious. Correct, Allison. I obviously touched on a hot button. I am the good guy. I'm not going to talk about what happened to Mo Interactive. Thank you for saying I'm the best. All my scopes from last night got taken down. Everybody from Rania, please click on the number on the bottom right. Follow me on here. Follow me on Twitter at RonWaxman. Yes, yes, absolutely. Dana did a great scope from Yosemite. David Bowie was my first ever concert. Danny, someone told me on my scopes that my scopes were taken down. Oh, I'm glad you're here, West Coast. Yesterday, the only one who scoped yesterday of the scammers was by Mr. Matthews. He did an 8.5-minute scope, and Chantal TV and Hal Sherman invited immediately at the beginning of the scope. I don't think Periscope told him to block me, because the others haven't blocked me. You have a bit of a delay. Yes, I love David Bowie. Salinas Valley, welcome Salinas Valley. Sorry I'm inside today, people. It's too cold. Exactly, Danny. Yes, I did write a letter to Periscope in between my two scopes. I don't know if they're on the trending list now. Yes, and they blocked Boop as well. Hello, West Coast. They blocked me because I called them out for being this. Orion blocked me because I called him out for being the scammer he is. Periscope president, hilarious. I don't care though. I don't know how it helps. I know, the roof deck scope in the summer are great. Yes, Rania, you've blocked both Boop and I, Rania. Jeff, I started my scope. I did the scope with the lights going off. It was a lot of fun. I actually scoped the lights going off from outside. How is Orion a scammer? I've explained it so many times. Tony, Chantal, Orion, Hal Sherman, and Reese scam the trading list by doing short coordinated scopes. They invite followers immediately at the beginning of the scope. Okay, people rush in, they do a short scope, they end the scope with a lot of viewers, high retention rate, don't really scope much of anything, and they get the numbers to get them on the trending list. I hope that explains it. Why should I be suspended? I'm not cursing, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm sorry, Jeff, I missed what you said. Jeff, I apologize, I missed what you said about Hal Sherman. My favorite place in New York City is my roof deck. Sorry you missed me. Hal Sherman has blocked a lot of the top scopers in the world. Scope time, well, they used to do 3 or 4 minute scopes, but then I called them out, so they started expanding it to 7 to 9 minutes. No, Hal Sherman does not scope, Jeff, and he's been a featured scoper by Periscope. He does not scope, and he's blocked a lot of the top scopers in the world. And people, when I wrote him a very polite tweet as to why he had blocked Boop and I when he seems to like museum scopes, and we do that, he blocked me on Twitter. Very nice to see you. Frostbite in your bedroom, hilarious. Yes, you can borrow my onesie. Chantal blocked. Well, Rania, you have blocked both Boop and I, so we would like you to fix that. No, I'm not going to get suspended. Yes, all my scopes are on catchketch.me/RonWaxman. Go watch the scopes and you'll see what I mean about the scamming. Do me a favor. If you haven't watched the scopes, people who've watched know about the scam. You've never been blocked. And Catch is the good guy. Hilarious. Right. Who's Hal Sherman? Exactly. They're not on the list tonight. No, they've been on and off the list for about 4 weeks, okay? They're not on the list every day. 3 of the 4 scopers haven't scoped at all. I wrote a letter to Periscope about the scammers yesterday. Their response was to delete my scopes. Alex, hilarious. The How I, hilarious about the How I. I hope most people get that reference. Jeff is wonderful. Jeff is a wonderful scoper. God, love you. Trip, hilarious. Oh, muffled, hold on, I'll fix that. Correct. They haven't scoped, only by Mr. Matthews. They've changed their scoping since I called them out. They've absolutely changed their scoping since I called them out. Okay, I hope I fixed the sound. Hal just shares, but Hal is sharing, participating in the scam. No, we're not bashing anyone. We're talking intelligently. They, Chantal TV, by Mr. Matthews, Orion, Reese's, and Hal Sherman. I don't know who Hal Sherman is. I have no idea who he is. I don't know if any of them are on the trending list. I'm not going to have a smoke. It's way too cold for me to go out there and smoke while I'm scoping. It is, people, it's 19 degrees, -7 Celsius without the wind chill. No, I don't think Hal's making money. Yes, of course I'm a hockey fan. Go Habs. So thanks for joining me, people. The trending list, you have to go check it. No, I can't smoke in the hallway. On the summit list, no, I have no idea. Not exactly. Not smoking. Yes, Frosty the Snowman called. It is freezing. I started my scope from outside, people. If you want to see the lights on the Empire State Building, watch the replay. I started the scope. Yes, they go on and off the trending list. Thank you for saying I'm a legend. We're talking about the trending list, the scammers and the trending list, and my scopes were taken down yesterday. Hal is not inadvertently helping. Hal knows exactly what he's doing. He's inviting to these scopes the minute they start. Oh, Danny, you have the flu. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. Temperature inside is warm. I'm fine. I'm fine inside. Totally fine inside. Here, I'll say a quick hello, everybody. Here, I'll say a quick hello. There, Adjustment Bureau, hilarious. Hilarious. There's an algorithm. And by the way, people, if you are verified on Twitter, you have a 2/3. Hal Sherman never scopes. Okay? Yes, you can sleep in a bowl of soup. Make sure it's a big bowl. And by the way, people, 2/3 of the people on the trending list are verified on Twitter. Okay? Hello. So, oh, wow, Jeff. Well, yes, I agree with that. They should get rid of that. I've never trended. I don't know that Periscope isn't on the scam, but I wrote them a letter, but I'll let you know when they reply. Free scope. No, it isn't. I'm not being negative, okay? And by the way, notice I'm tolerating your comments. When Trip Wagner, who's on this scope, went on a scope where Chantal was on and typed in, how come you don't support RonWaxman's scope anymore, and she blocked him. And notice you're taking the opposite view, and I'm not blocking you. Everybody is allowed on my scope as long as you're not abusive, okay? Notice I'm not blocking you for having an opposing point of view, okay? No, it's not snowing here. It's not snowing here. Not snowing here. How do you get verified on Twitter? Twitter decides who to verify. But if you're verified on Twitter, I'm mad that people are scamming the trending list. This trending list is being abused. People are abusing their followers, and people are doing short scopes just to get on the trending list, and they are not quality scopes. John, I'm talking about it because it's fresh. So that's why, and by the way, I also think that it's wrong that being verified on Twitter helps you on Periscope. I would like them to remove the trending list. I've told them that. Exactly, I'm very tolerant. I'm glad you've learned a lot. What's my implication about what? We had a little snow a couple of days ago. There you can see some snow there. Well, I told you why I'm bothered by it. They're scamming the trending list. This is not a hate scope. No, there's no limit. There's no limit. There's your New York City. You're sarcastic. Privyet, Russia. Welcome to my scope. You get a check mark. There's a check mark on your name. Twitter will actually contact you and have you go through a verification process. I agree the trending list is useless. I don't know why people are verified. Sorry I missed that. I don't think Hal is an alias. She blocked you. Yes, she did, Trip. She did block you. I think they should remove the trending list. No hate. I don't hate on my scopes. You know that. I allow opposing point of views. Notice I'm not blocking the person who's supporting the scammers. Thank you for saying I'm cool. Yes, but Hal it does invite to a lot of good scopes, but Hal is participating in the scam of the other four. I'm not a hater. I don't know why Periscope removed my scopes. Yes, you can love my scope and not be popular. Yes, the trending, shallow Hal, hilarious, Sarah. You can find the trends. You're losing connection. Sorry to hear that. Hal Sherman is a scoper who doesn't scope and just shares scopes. I have never trended. Privyet Rush, I did write a good letter. I'm glad to hear that, John. Yes. Oh, Hal Sherman blocked Boop. He's blocked Jeff. He's blocked me. Yeah, Danny. Okay, thank you, Danny, for being concerned. No, Ryan Bell, hilarious, Kylo, but Ryan Bell and I are very good friends now, and I mean that sincerely. Ryan Bell and I are very good friends. Make sure it's a large book. Hilarious. Sherman, Hal Sherman. Blocking is easier than being honest. What the hell? That's very funny. Hal is not my pal. Who am I calling names? Who am I calling names? Exactly, Boop. You're still working. No, Hal Sherman shares a lot of scopes. I was shocked to find him participating in the scam. That actually really, really surprised me. Thank you for saying I'm positive and funny. I always say I have the best followers on Periscope. We always have a good time. You got blocked on Twitter. Donald Trump has blocked me on Twitter. Eventually, Nigel. Eventually, they'll try and monetize the large amount of followers they have. I don't know if Hal is a real person. I apologize for calling Hal that. I apologized the very next night. That was wrong of me. By the way, I want to say that again. I called Hal Sherman a bad name a few nights ago, and on my own, I apologized because a viewer wrote to me. A viewer wrote to me on Twitter, and I engaged her via DM for a long series of messages back and forth. Okay? I engaged her, and then I apologized on my own before I got a letter from Periscope. It wasn't a backhanded apology. It was wrong. It's wrong to call anyone that. Hello, Australia. No, Sarah, I didn't. No, quote's blocking the mic. Sorry, hold on. Correct. Go watch. I invite you to go watch their scamming scopes. I invite everyone to go see for themselves if you don't believe me. You're welcome to go. I'm RonWaxman. It was the lady viewer. Hilarious. Okay, voice is clear. Okay, no, I'm inside. Exactly. He was a featured scoper. Hal Sherman was a featured scoper because he invites the scopes. Favorite movie of all time, Casablanca. By the way, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight here on this freezing cold night. I always appreciate you guys. I'm showing New York City. If you want to see better, you can watch the beginning of the scope. You couldn't sleep when you came back home. That's true. Hello, London. Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Yeah, I made a mistake. I used a bad word to describe Hal Sherman with a bad word, and I apologized the very next night. Okay, people, you want to know how flawed the trending list? Thank you, Sarah. How do you know it's a scamming scope? You'll be able to tell. Watch the scope. Okay, enjoy. Thanks for coming. Thank you for the best scoper in my building. Exactly. You don't understand why so many people are watching this? Hilarious. No, I do not believe Hal is a bot. So people, Boop Fashionista was doing a scope, okay? And there it is, she's explaining. She's explaining. Boop Fashionista did a scope, and a few minutes into the scope, she lost her connection. And because her scope ended with a high amount of viewers and high retention, she got on the trending list. Now, if that isn't proof that the system is flawed, I don't know what is. Okay, I really don't know what is. She had a scope crash on her, and that got her on the trending list. Oh, God, that's a great Bowie question. I have to think about that one. Of course, I know we laughed about it. It just showed how flawed the trending system is. Yeah, Boop, exactly. I need a new Prius trip. My Prius is dying on me. I'm getting a new Prius. What is the Periscope experience? I have no idea, Kylo. Thank you for saying I'm amazing. I hope they do get rid of the trending list. The 80s with Bowie. I saw Bowie in the 70s, my first concert. 20 minutes long, you trended. Excellent. No, she doesn't. Does she really? Does she really ask for plane tickets? Probably. I'm shaking a little bit. I don't have anything to rest my phone on. Rip Prius, exactly. I wish I had something to rest my phone on. A moment at Katz's, there you go. She really asks for plane tickets? Are you kidding me? I'm not buying an Escalade. I don't call anybody names. Who am I calling names? I called someone a name 2 nights ago and I apologized. Put bumper sticker on my car. Hilarious. Yes, Windler reflection. She really, Chantal was going to say, sorry, I missed that, Jeff. Jeff, I apologize for missing your comment. Can you please repeat? Good morning. Yeah, you look on Periscope, you'll find, well, Donald Trump is an asshole. He's a public figure. That is allowed. Donald Trump is a public figure. You didn't know about the soap opera. Hilarious. Privyet, Russia. I'm fine. I don't need to drink anything. No, that was the only name I called him. That was absolutely the only name I called him. I used adjectives to describe how I feel he is, but the only name I called him was that. The trending list is lousy content. Just like I found it. You watch scopes, you find good content. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. People, Jeff Goldberg, Boop Fashionista, and I, we all found good content by watching Periscope, not by looking for lists. This is not a hate scope. Why are you saying this is a hate scope? I'm great, thank you. You want to see me? Okay. rid of the trending list. They got rid of the most loved list because it was being abused, and the trending list is being abused. There you go. Yes, exactly. There you go. Hello, everybody. You just go ignore the trending. Exactly. Multiple 4-minute scopes. I've thought Sherman with an E. Sherman. And Hal Sherman has many of the top scopers in the world, but he was a featured scoper on Periscope for sharing. I agree with you. Yeah, exactly. Asshole's pretty soft for Trump. What name calling? I will say it again. I said that Hal Sherman has the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old. Okay? I'm sorry, Jeff, I missed that. I said he's very petulant, which he is, and and he's immature. What's wrong with that? I believe that. I believe that. I wrote Hal Sherman a very, very polite tweet. His response was to block me. That's not the behavior of an adult. Exactly. Correct. Correct, Aqua Puppy. 100% correct. Aqua Puppy, those are facts. Yes, people follow Jeff Goldberg and Boop Fashionista and Samoyed Puppy. I don't know if Periscope is in on the scam. Because people are scamming the trending list. I'm not complaining. I'm speaking about it. I'm speaking about it. Okay? I'm speaking. No, never any bullying on my scopes. Never any bullying on my scopes. No, I think 5-year-old Sarah. She used to scope from her balcony every morning for a long time like I scope from my roof. No, if you can't find the real Hal Sherman, he's blocked you. If you cannot find the real Hal Sherman with 5,000 followers, he has blocked you. No, I didn't. I called him a bad name and I apologize for it. Romantic rat. It's hilarious. Hal Sherman has blocked a lot of people without us knowing about it. I'm never hateful. All right. Everyone, bye, Boop. Thank you for saying I'm your favorite. Oh, I'm sure they're all troll spies in here. Sherman. Sherman. So I want to thank everyone for joining this scope. Sorry, I'm just trying to get myself comfortable here. Hal, not Al. Hal Sherman. Exactly. That's how you find good scopes. Exactly. Exactly. The followers are the ones being scammed. That's what I said. No, do not troll anyone. People, do not troll anybody. Do not troll anybody. Okay? I don't want anyone. No. Sherman. Because she does little 3-4 minute scopes from her balcony. Okay? So by the way, people, you do not troll anybody. Okay? Yes, Sherman. Do not, that is an order. I'm serious. Do not troll anybody. Okay? I don't want any of my people trolling. Do not hate on them. Do not troll them. Just don't watch their scopes if you don't want to. A buzzing sound, hilarious. Yes, respectful. You know that. I've said that from day one on my scopes. I don't want anyone trolling other people's scopes. That is something I do not condone. Your life is complete. Why am I doing? No, I'm just doing a regular scope. Why am I doing a scope like this? Sorry, let me explain. By the way, let me explain why I'm doing this scope. I did a scope last night discussing the trending list, and Periscope took down all my scopes from yesterday. That's why. Okay? Yes, the red light account. So Periscope took down all my scopes from yesterday. That's why. Do not go to them for me. Do not. Yes, no trolling. Yes, you'll turn into Donald Trump. Hal Sherman has never scoped. Not once. Not once yet. Periscope has featured him as a scoper he invites. You don't need, if you can block them if you want. It's completely up to you. We are not haters here. Exactly, we are not. Exactly. Real scopers. 3 scopes of mine were removed. Hello, Maine. Am I friends with who now? Sorry, am I friends with who, Rania? I would like spring to come early. Indeed, it is so cold out on that roof deck I can't even begin to tell you. I agree with you. I hate haters also. I absolutely hate haters. No, I don't think he's verified. We're the scammers, yes. No, you don't have to block them. I just ignore, just unfollow. I don't say you should block them, just unfollow. I don't block a lot of people. If I'm not interested in someone, I just don't follow them. Yes, exactly. I got Jeff Goldberg. No, I'm not friends with the scammers. I used to be very good friends with Chantal TV. Your battery died. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, indeed, Cookie. I've scoped all over the world, indeed. And I'm going to be scoping more. Yes, unfollowing is better. I don't tell people to block. Exactly, Danny. No, Sarah, I didn't. Chantal and I were promoters of each other early in scope, and then we were not anymore. Hello, Florida. No, Chantal has not blocked me, just Orion and Hal Sherman. Si je parle français. Okay, at Orion, at Chantal TV, at by Mr. Matthews, at Hal Sherman, at Reese's, Reeseees. I do save everything to catch. I'm not Chantal's agent. Hilarious. Ça va très bien. I don't know what's my favorite country. Yes, the Pope did wave to me on my Periscope. I did send Chantal a message a while ago, and she never responded. And I know someone else who asked Orion about it, and Orion replied to him with lies. No sausages, exactly. No, but you can watch my 3 scopes on Catch, katch.me/RonWaxman. Reese's is a friend of Chantal's from Scope. They've promoted her. She has almost 20,000 followers, 25,000 followers now. She had just a few thousand a week and a half ago. No witch hunt. This is not a witch hunt, people. I'm just informing you. Yes, the Edward Snowden of Periscope. Hilarious. Hello. No, Periscope took them down, did not inform me that they'd taken them down. People, this is not a witch hunt at all. This is just us talking about facts. I don't know when they'll crack down on the potheads and tramps. Reeseees. Reese's Scopes. Thank you. No witch hunt. Come on, people. This is just... Favorite beach in the world? That's a great question. Oh, God. On St. John, what's the name of the beach? I'm blanking now. Trunk Bay is fabulous. There's a lot of great beaches in the world. Truth and logic, indeed, always. I'm sorry about this, guys. You visit Morocco and Spain, nice. No. I have a Catch account. Yes, I do. Everything's on Catch. I'm absolutely telling the truth. Do me a favor. Go watch by Mr. Matthews' 8.5-minute scope from yesterday, none of the other scope, and you'll see exactly what happens. The scope starts, Chantal TV and Hal Sherman invite immediately, and he ends the scope after 8.5 minutes with large numbers. I don't. I actually don't. I don't. Barcelona, I love Barcelona. I love Barcelona, one of my favorite cities in the world. Thank you, I'm your reporter. No, and by the way, people, someone else brought it to my attention. It was someone else who brought it to my attention, and I did my research before I talked about it. They go on and off the list, okay? They go on and off the lists. They don't stay on list every single day. Hey, you know what? They're going to do it. They're going to do it. That's fine. Florida was great. Thank you for asking. Florida was absolutely wonderful. I'm a vampire. Exactly, Sarah. Exactly. And notice I haven't blocked anyone on this scope for taking either side of the argument. Oh, Alex, if you followed them or they blocked you, you wouldn't see them on the trending list. But they've been on. Trust me. Periscope took down 3 of my scopes from last night. Yes, of course they do. Hello, Toronto, my home country. They exactly took the day off to avoid the heat. Hello. Hello, Joanne. How are you? Thank you for saying I have great sense of humor. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of ways to get on the trending list. Exactly, free speech. You listen to Alex Jones. I'm all for free speech, people. All for free speech. Yes, my scopes from last night. Kanji_K. Kanji_K. You don't know if you're on the. I don't think you know if you're on the trending list, but if all of a sudden you start to get a lot of followers, it's because you're on the trending list. Dinner was ham, raclette, and a cornichon sandwich with mustard on a baguette and tomato Fiorentina soup. Yes, always good sense of humor. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. No, Hal, I believe, is a real guy. Yes, all my scopes. You can watch them on Catch, katch.me/RonWaxman. Yes, it was kosher ham, exactly. It was kosher ham. And I'm inside, people, because it's 19 degrees -7 Celsius outside. No, if all of a sudden you're starting to get a lot of followers during the day, it's because you're on a trending list. Yeah, English, French, and Spanish. Sorry I missed that long comment. You have lots of followers but not many hearts. That's okay. You're not trendy. No, it's okay. No, people come in and out of the scope. I don't mind repetitive. There you go. No, wait. A short scope is the Miami for hilarious. By the way, okay, let me explain. A short scope is not going to get you on the trending list. Okay, I have to explain this one more. Wait, you lost connection? Sorry, hold on. Everybody follow A9630 and Samoyed Puppy, the two best scopers in Scotland. Good morning, Andrew. Okay, let me explain again how they scam the trending list, okay? The scope starts. The one, two, or three of the others immediately invite into the scope. People come flying in numbers, okay, into the scope, right? Okay? And with high retention rate, they end the scope quickly so that the scope shows a lot of viewers and high retention rate, and that is gaming the system, getting them on the trending list. Of course, keep your scopes clean. I didn't say short scopes are bad. I've never said short scopes are bad. Doing a scope to scam the trending list is bad. You can scope for however short as long as you win. I don't care. As long as you want. I don't care. Do as long, short scope, do whatever you want. No, then you're not seeing the real Hal Sherman, Misha. You must be blocked by Hal Sherman. That's a different Hal Sherman, Misha. You must be blocked. You're welcome, Nigel. Oh, no, it's okay, Rania. I'm happy to answer the questions. But Rania, will you do me a favor and unblock me, please? Because you have blocked me on Periscope. It doesn't always work. Some days they're on the trending list, some days they're not. I think they're laying low because I've really been calling them out lately. No. You can be friends. There's nothing wrong with supporting friends. Look, if Tony was going to do a 1 hour good scope in Amsterdam and they invited, I don't have a problem with that. They were doing coordinated efforts and ending scopes very quickly. Okay, you unblocked me, thank you. Of course I'm excited to go to London. Yes, I'll give you a double-decker bus coming out of my head. Absolutely, promise. Buzzing, sorry to hear that. Oh, you got scammed in Marrakesh, sorry to hear that. No, way more than 100 people, way more. Dionne Warwick, hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, you did? What was the reason? How did you get on? No, it's not thousands. It's a few hundred live viewers. But it's not about what it is people are flooding into the scope and they end the scope while people are flooding in before people leave. So it size home retention. I love my followers, my best followers on Periscope. I will scope Barra Market, although Barra Market's under renovations from what I understand. The Canadian dollar is making you sad. Me too. Yes, Hal Sherman has blocked a lot of people. He's blocked some of the best scopers in the world. No, okay. Sorry, I got to explain. It's New York actor. If I do a 4-minute scope, nobody's left my scope in the first 4 minutes. Okay, nobody, because people are still rushing in. Imagine now if I had 3 very, very followed periscopers invite to my scope in the first few minutes. People are rushing into the scope, and all of a sudden I say, okay, everybody, goodbye, and I quickly end the scope. Nothing wrong with gay porn, if that's your thing. Privyet, Russia. You're in Saudi Arabia, okay. Privyet, Ukraine. Hello. I'm going to London, I think the 20, I'll be there for sure on the 23rd. It depends, 200, 300, 400, 500, it depends. It really depends on the scope. Yes, New York Public Library, I love it there. You think what's racist? Hello, Vancouver, my home country. I don't want to participate in the scam. I have no desire to participate. I've never done a scam scope in my life. I do quality scopes. I stay on for a long time because new people come in and we have good discussions. You miss a gun. Yeah, it's stressful. Hilarious, Kylo. Hello, South Carolina. Welcome to my scope. Exactly. I don't need to trend. I'm not trying to make money off Periscope. I am absolutely not trying to make any money off Periscope. I make a very good living. Correct. 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 The scammers want to get their numbers up. El Tire boop out, exactly, Andrew. Yes, that's the Hal Sherman. The trending list is not racist. I do care for my viewers. I've written to Periscope that I care for. And that's why I would never invite you to a scam scope. Inviting your followers to a scam scope shows that you disrespect them. Oh, Joanne, you want to say hi? Exactly, Matthew. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Eventually, they'll try and make money. They'll try and use their high follower to monetize scope. There you go, everyone. There you go. Hello, everyone. There you go. Let's go back to the city. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, people. Thank you for coming to my scope. Hope you and Cam are well, Joanne. Yes, that's Clark Kent. Thank you, Sarah. Absolutely. Kim Kardashian would definitely trend. Thank you for saying good looking. Appreciate that. I don't know they monetize scope. I'm not trying to monetize scope. Glad you love the late night scopes. No, that tall building is 432 Park Avenue. The Empire State Building is just to the right of it. 432 Park Avenue. Yes, they do ask for tips. No pay-per-view. I wouldn't bang any of the Kardashians. Right, we don't want it to be a live YouTube. Okay. Oh, great, Joanne. Thank you so much. I hope it was great. So that tall building, 432 Park Avenue, the tallest residential structure in the Western Hemisphere, 1,396 feet tall. Saudi billionaire bought the penthouse for his daughter for $95 million. And there you go. There's your New York City. Previa Russia. Tips for their scope. They all have tip jars. They ask their viewers to tip them. No, I love New York City. Hal Sherman, hilarious. Yes, people do ask. Yes. Alex, hilarious. Hilarious about Hyro. So, yeah, sorry, someone's swearing in Russian. He has nothing better to do. They have tip jars set up so you can go tip a scope online. No, One World Trade is taller because of its spire. One World Trade is 1,776 feet tall. Thank you so much, Joanne. People have GoFundMe accounts as well. YouTube has a tip jar. I didn't know that. I don't watch YouTubes like that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This was great. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Caitlyn Jenner, absolutely. I would go to dinner with Caitlyn Jenner. Absolutely. My name in Arabic, thank you. Woolly Mammoth, hilarious. All right, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Not one Costco reference. There it is. All right. Bye-bye.